Hello, coaches. Welcome back to Football HQ with Coach K. If you're new to the channel, I am Coach Jonathan Keathly. Love to have you here on the channel. Hope you subscribe if you have not. We talk about mostly offense on here. In fact, that's all we talk about pretty much. Today, we're going to talk about something very important that you need to have in your arsenal, and that is the ability to score from the goal line. All right, you're in the red zone, you're inside the 10, maybe even inside the 5. You've got to be able to punch it in. And you need to have something you can rely on. So I've got a quick little 3-play system you can look at. I think all 3 are very effective and can keep the defense off balance. So we'll go to that in a second. Don't forget that I've got several college offense breakdowns by game. I've got 2014 Baylor below, as well as Oklahoma 2018, and I'm adding more as we go, so there might be more when you see this. So let's go ahead and go to the goal line package for your offense. Okay, going to use the Go Army Edge free software again. If you don't have this, get yourself an account. It's very easily. I'm not getting anything for promoting it. I'm just telling you it's great for you. We've got ourselves down on the goal line. All 3 plays in this package will be run from the same set, starting with motion from who I labeled as our Y. I know a lot of teams have their tight end as their Y. I call them the H, but you can call them whatever you want. But our number 2 receiver here is going to go in motion every play. The back will be in what we call gun right every play. And the splits are on purpose. The X is not too far from the line. He's not way out there for what he's going to do in a minute. And then the Z is in a good spot as well. So the first play is just going to be a quarterback sprint out wide zone play, heading for the pylon. All right. If your quarterback is not a great athlete, you can turn it into instead of having the running back be a lead blocker like I'm going to have him do, you can turn it into an option where he's truly pitching it 1, 2, 3 pitch. So we'll kind of go into the motion here. He's in a man motion. Now, of course, you need to know on the goal line, I think most of you do, that you're getting man coverage. I mean, very, very few teams are going to go zone. I have the ball really at the 2-yard line. You're going to be outnumbered in the box more than likely. Now, if you can just line up and just mash teams and score that way, do that. You don't have to get this creative. Just do that. But I haven't had that luxury as a coach in a long time. It's not the guys that I coach. So we have to maybe bring a little deception, something like that. So on the snap, all right, we're just, again, and your linemen can just do it, wide zone look. You can have them do an inside zone look. Be sure your tight end's getting a hook block, which didn't quite get drawn up the way I wanted there. And it's important that your outside receiver, let's go back a little bit, is immediately heading in on a slant path, probably looking to pick it the first man to his inside. We're going to leave the corner over him. All right. We also have the motion man who can pick him up as well. So his rule is the first man to the outside. Running back is leading, and then you've got your receiver who will bring the corner with him if he shows a good release as though he's going on a route. All right. And the way I've drawn it up, it looks perfect. And you even have an extra blocker as you run towards the pylon and you walk in for a touchdown. Now, of course, that's ideal. But again, you need to have a fast quarterback, and tell him to run for that pylon. Don't cut it up in here, even though it might be tempting. You could have a linebacker scraping. All right, there's some things that could mess that up. On the backside, you can even tell your receiver to run a slow slant. Like, he can just be deceptive here. And later on, we're going to use him differently in the same package. But just get it and run full speed to the outside. And again, if your quarterback is not a runner, then give him more of a kind of a toss path and have the quarterback pitch it to him. You lose a block in here, perhaps on this linebacker, or maybe the safety. But again, your running back will get the pitch beyond the hash, and he should be fast enough to outrun him to the pylon. So first play in the package, just motion across, get the ball and run to the corner, either with your athletic quarterback or with your athletic running back off of a pitch. All right. Okay, here we are in play number 2. It's going to look the same. All right, we're going to start with motion. Okay, there's going to be some fear, perhaps from a previous game film or just this previous game of you running the sprint out. And so you're going to go into the sprint out. But now we're running a rub route, all right? And for me, it's, again, I've talked about the snag route a lot. Some people call it the spot. It's the same play for our guys. You're getting a settle route right here, but this is really going to be a pick. All right, now he must turn and show his hands to the quarterback. Number 3 receiver, who's the tight end, is running a corner route, and we're trying to hit this speed out right here. For the quarterback, it's 3 looks: low, speed out; high, tight end corner; 3, run it in. Okay. So right here, again, it works beautifully. We got our pick, of course. The corner went in with, he's worried about a slant. He doesn't want to give up inside leverage. He went in with your with the number 1 receiver to that side. And so your motion man is wide open, and so is your tight end. It looks so beautiful. And you also have the third option of running it in. But the rub is really good. The coaching point, again, to this Z receiver is he must show slant, and then he's going to spot up right here. He's not getting the ball, but he's going to get those hands out, make it look like he is, and he's going to aim at the he's going to aim at the DB who is coming with the motion. If nobody comes with the motion, then it's even easier. You've got numbers over here. But again, most teams will be in man coverage. So again, low high look, excuse me, speed out, corner, run it in. Your running back now picks up where the tight end left off. Okay, he's got a tough block, but again, your quarterback should be at a full sprint out here. He should be able to outrun this, if he can't get the outside shoulder. And again, offensive line can do sprint out protection. They can still do inside zone look as long as they don't get downfield. So you're looking low high. So I call this sprint snag. Okay. Both of those plays will be very effective on their own. Now the third look, this is a great 2-point play that we've used before. All right, it's going to look the same with your tight end right here. We call it H hide. We're hiding the tight end, and you've seen it before lots of times. Running him to the backside. He's aiming for this back pylon right here. Everything else looks the same. Okay, we're going to sprint out. All right, our X is going to show kind of just a little bit of a lazy, but a little more hustle now with getting across the field. All right. And the tight end, who the safety should be matched up with, you'll see who's up with him, is going to hesitate. He's going to step down and show a down block just for a second, and then he's going to get across. If this backside corner were to pick him up, all right, first of all, he's going to have to change direction completely, and you should have an athletic enough tight end to run past that. But that is your first look. All right, if he has, and the safety somehow, they're right with him, all right, now you're going to tell your snag man, first of all, you still have your rub from the original play. Tell your snag man then once he settles to reset and run a corner into the end zone. So that way, I don't like to have plays where we're just locked in on one guy and it's feast or famine, but this play kind of is that, but you have your outlet here. And again, you can run it in as well. Now, a coaching point for the quarterback, I have a deeper drop here. This is not our normal sprint out path is 3 yards, 3-yard banana is what we call it. Here, I want him going about 4 to 5 to give some more time for himself. So he's got from about the 10 to throw the ball maybe to this G. All right, or whatever the first letter is in the end zone, if there is one. However, and then he can set, and if this has just been blanketed, then you're going to come back to look at your snag, who then resets and runs a corner route. And you still have your slow slant over the middle, which again, between all those defenders, somebody's going to be open. Now, again, you don't have that much time. They're bringing pressure. I didn't really draw the linebackers blitzing, but there's more guys than you can block. So get some depth. Look 1 to 2, and then you have the third option. I would run it in. I don't know that you'll have time to get to this guy. So it's a quick little package, but it's an easy thing to run. You can run it both ways, of course. You can use it over the course of a season. I wouldn't go 1, 2, 3 in the same game. I would use the sprint out, the sprint run, maybe twice in the same game. And of course, you'll still have other things to build off of that as well. And you still need to be able to line up and just run inside zone or run duo or ISO or whatever. You need to show that, especially maybe on first down, that you'll do that to keep the defense honest, especially on film, especially as the season goes on. But we're going to use this as well. I'll come back to this. It'll be a while until next season for us. Obviously, it's when I'm making this in February, but I will post how this looks next season, and let me know what you think of it and what you have as well. I'm always looking for goal line ideas. It's always a challenge for my somewhat undersized team to just line up and punch it in. So we have to get creative sometimes. So please subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to play breakdowns below. Hope to see you soon.